Today's gospel takes place in the city of Jericho. Jericho was a real important place for rich people. It was far from Jerusalem, it was out in the desert, and they had this flow of hot water and really was attractive for very rich people. Even King Herod had a place very close to Jericho. Now, this man who in this gospel is not named, but in other gospels we know his name is Bartimaeus, is a beggar in this rich town. He's no dummy. He knows that this is where rich people are, and if he's going to beg, he might as well go to where the rich are and hopefully get the things that he needs from, please give me some help. It's interesting too that of this city, there are two people that we know by name, Bartimaeus and also, remember, Zacchaeus. And what was Zacchaeus' job? He was a tax collector. A tax collector means that he was getting money out of the very rich people. Zacchaeus was a very rich person. The contrast between Bartimaeus, the blind man, and Zacchaeus, the super rich man. Isn't it interesting that God in Jesus is moving right in that world? But the point of today's reading, aside from that historical perspective, is the importance of persistence in prayer. He calls out, "Oh, Son of David, have mercy." And they're trying to keep him quiet. "Son of David, have mercy." Boom, keep quiet. "Son of David, have mercy." Keep quiet. And yet he persists. So many times persistence in prayer is tough for us, especially when we want something very much and we don't get it in one day, or we don't get it in a week or a month or a year or years. But the message today is that we have faith and we persist. Not because God wants us to be, kind of beating our head against a wall, but God wants us to talk with him. God wants a conversation. And that's what Bartimaeus' continual persistence in prayer says to you and me. Hold on, like Monica, if you will, the mother of Augustine. Hold on, if you will, like the man who's been on death row, and then after his prayers, a DNA sample comes up and finds that he can go free. You and I are people who are called to a relationship with God, a relationship of dialogue, and that's what the whole New Testament is about, people talking with God. May you open up your hearts with that intention that you've been praying for a long time, and stir up your faith to know that God is with you, God hears you, and God is going to bring about something magnificent because you pray with persistence.